This is Victor Martinez 2007 Olympia version and Dexter the Blade Jackson 2008 Olympia version. Now, what is the significance of this comparison, of this matchup? There is quite a bit of significance, if you ask me, for sure. Here's the story. Victor Martinez placed second to a very off Jay Cutler in 2007. Now, fast forward to the next year, Dexter the Blade Jackson, he defeats Jay Cutler. Now, was Jay Cutler the same off version that he was in 2007? No, he was actually better. And I did the comparison, and nobody really had a problem with my verdict that 2007 Jay Cutler was a lot worse than the 2008. So, that means Dexter the Blade Jackson was a lot better than Victor Martinez. 2008 versus 2007. But I don't think so, guys. I don't think so, judging by just seeing the pictures, seeing the videos. But I have to do the comparison to say for sure. And I have to say, Dexter is quite sizey. He has quite a bit of size. I thought he was going to be a lot smaller. And of course, I did get on-stage pictures of these guys to scale this to spec properly. Of course, their bone structure is the same. Don't use this one for judging. This is not a 2008 Dexter. And here we begin with the front double bicep. And this, of course, is the 2008 Dexter Jackson. Not that there was anything wrong with the 07 Dexter. He's pretty consistent. The biceps themselves, much bigger for Victor Martinez, but I'm not calling synthol. I'm not pointing the finger at all, but I much prefer the biceps of Dexter. They look more real. And like I said, I'm not pointing the finger and saying there's synthol in Victor's arms. This is another one, and it's a little hard to scale properly because Dexter Jackson is tilted thusly. But even in this one, look at the size of Dexter's arms. They are huge. But like I said, a little bit more difficult to size this one. But so far, guys, considering that the 2008 Jay Cutler was better than the 2007, doesn't make sense why Jay Cutler or why Victor Martinez did not win the title and Dexter Jackson did. But that's just the first pose. In the front lat spread, in my opinion, that is, Dexter Jackson gets this one. His lats, much more visible, I guess you could say. He was always, I don't know. I hate to disrespect Victor Martinez because I like him. I'm a huge fan. But his lats, they're invisible. All I see is torso. And it's a little unsightly. His pecs seem to fold in a little bit. That probably can be contributed to the size of his pecs. They're so big that they fold in. I believe Bertil Fox had the same problem. I guess it's not really a problem per se. Side chest development. And you know what? Both of these guys so far doing battle with each other. Neck and neck, really. I mean, the side chest development. Victor Martinez, hard as a rock here. Grainy. I mean, he's conditioning top plus. But you know me. And I always say this. Another one here. And actually, I don't know, Victor Martinez, if this one helps him or hurts him, but I always say this about Dexter the Blade Jackson. He is just etched in history in this side chest pose. He looks so good. I see a lot of bodybuilders doing a lot of poses. Dexter the Blade Jackson, side chest. That's just it for me. But speaking, if a judge were to see these two, they're pretty close, these two versions. Side tricep. And I am shocked, to be honest with you. Dexter the Blade Jackson. He looks very good in this one. Very good indeed. Usually a fairly weak pose for him. I don't know. I don't want to lean towards Dexter the Blade Jackson in both side shots. I seem to be leaning towards Dexter the Blade Jackson, but it's more of a personal opinion. Victor Martinez, look at his chest and look at his abs. And the legs, of course, too. So really, guys, This is a pretty tight competition, and now we see the back developments, and honestly, it is very close between these two. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Victor Martinez may even have a slightly better conditioned back. I know I may receive some criticism for even suggesting that. Both guys look tremendous in the rear lat spread. Conditioning-wise, guys are right on par, these two. Glutes may be better for Victor. And lower back could be better for Dexter. I'm not so sure. Victor's lower back here was phenomenal. Watch the video clip if you don't believe me. I think he's just too wide for Dexter. I think for sure Victor Martinez is winning the rear lat spread. But there is the quality of the traps, things of that nature for Dexter. Here's another one here. And this one really displays that width. Look at that. He's a Boeing 747 jet. And if you remember Victor Martinez being compared with Jay Cutler in this rear lat spread. Jay, one of the widest men in bodybuilding. And I have to say, Victor right there with him. And size-wise, he is eating up Dexter Jackson. But not detail. Not that all-important detail. Look at the trap. Muscle separation for Dexter. And in the lower back. Rear double bicep. Victor lacks the lower lat insertions, but it's pretty good. I mean, compare it with a Rolly Winkler or Dennis Wolf. This guy has premium genetics. But then, of course, you look at Dexter Jackson. This guy won the lottery as far as back development, the genetics that go into this. Victor's so huge, so wide, once again. But Dexter has the all-important delts, another one here, and this actually really explains what I mean about the delts. It really brings out the rear double bicep pose, for sure. And Victor, I don't think he has a small set of delts. He's just not posing them to spec. Both back shots are fairly close, though, at the end of the day. But this ab and thigh pose, this is probably the biggest victory for Dexter the Blade Jackson in this entire competition, for sure. So I guess if Dexter does defeat Victor Martinez here, I guess there would be no controversy. I guess Dexter Jackson was that much better than Victor Martinez. I don't think so. I think if you watch the video clips of these two doing their routines, I think Victor Martinez looks a whole lot better. But judging by pictures alone, I think Dexter does win slightly on points, but that's just me. A lot of it is personal preference. Most musculars, these two are very comparable. These guys would have been what I call a judge's nightmare. You have to really look at every detail. Detail, it's all about detail. Victor, he's bigger. He's a bigger lad. But Dexter, I don't know, he seems to have bigger muscles. You know what I mean? Both guys look tremendous, though. And here is another one, most muscular. And actually, Victor may even look a little bit bigger here. And Dexter, I don't know, he does look good, though. I mean, it's so close to call. But like I said, that width, and that is the story of this matchup. Victor Martinez, a little wider. Maybe even a little better in certain shots. But Dexter the Blade Jackson, perhaps the sharper, the more conditioned of the two. Overall, that is. Very close, very tight competition between these two. But I think Dexter the Blade Jackson may have had a slight edge. More of a personal preference, though, guys. I think there is definitely some controversy. I think Jay Cutler was punished in 2008 because of his very shabby performance in 2007. So I believe Victor Martinez should have won the title in 2007. Either that or Jay Cutler should not have lost in 2008, but I think the latter. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Hit thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.